Let's call it a public service announcement. Yeah, public service announcement. The RDL is designed and intended to reinforce the power position of the clean. Jim Schmitz was very clear about this, and so is Nico Vlad, which is the person who created the movement, and it was named the Romanian deadlift because Vlad was a Romanian weightlifter. And so what you're looking at is you're looking at a position, which is, the third pole of the clean, or the power position, and so your knees are bent, and then you hinge at the waist, and the knees stay bent. You come down to the shin, and then you hinge back up to the top, but the knee stays bent. It's intended to reinforce the power position, so the knee must stay bent. The other thing here is that it kind of takes your back out of the equation and places more load on the hamstring, and it is a weightlifting accessory movement to improve weightlifting. And you could alternatively do this same movement with a snatch grip and reinforce the power position of the snatch. The knee stays bent. The knee stays bent. Just because it's a deadlift that doesn't touch the floor doesn't mean that it's a Romanian deadlift. Now, there are Dimmel deadlifts. That's a good example of basically the top portion of the deadlift. So the knee straightens. So just like a deadlift, you come down and the knee bends, and then you stand back up, and it is a full lockout of the knee and the hip. That is a Dimmel deadlift. So the Dimmel deadlift looks like a deadlift that doesn't touch the floor. The Romanian deadlift is actually just a clean, right? It's the power position of the clean, and you hinge at the waist down and back up. The knee stays bent. If someone shows you an RDL and they straighten their knee, you know that this person is too lazy to spend 5 seconds on Google looking up the Romanian deadlift. You know what? Let's tack one more onto this real quick. The Pendlay row versus a row from floor or a dead stop row. The Pendlay row is supposed to be violent. This is a weightlifting accessory movement. You should violently pull the bar from the floor. Yes, you can use your legs. In fact, you should. You should violently yank the bar off the floor and row it. That is a Pendlay row. You standing there and doing strict controlled rows where you lower the bar to the floor and then pull it up to your chest without any violence of movement, without any leg drive, that is not a Pendlay row. Not every row that starts from the floor is a Pendlay row. Pendlay row is supposed to be violent and explosive. When you do these slow controlled reps, you are doing a row from floor or a dead stop row. It's that simple. These things are weightlifting accessory movements, and somehow they've been bastardized because people are too lazy to read. So do you really want to take advice from someone who is too lazy to spend 5 seconds on Google? I don't. I have no interest in listening to a person who didn't spend 5 seconds on Google looking up how to do this properly before posting their demo video. It's just lazy. And now my dog's barking in the background because he's sleeping and having a dream. I have no idea if people can hear that. Anyways, this concludes our public service announcement.